Director Guy Ritchie and badass Jason Statham reunite after 16 years after their last film, in Wrath of Man. It's the kind of heist/revenge film you'd expect from a Ritchie and Statham collaboration. While it hits all the heist movie checklist as far as plots, nonetheless, it's highly entertaining. Wrath of Man is based on the 2004 French film La Convoyeur, meaning cash truck, and it's relocated to Los Angeles. Statham's H takes a job as a cash truck security guard to avenge the death of a loved one.
We have a new addition, H.
His expertise as a marksman during robbery attempts leaves everyone wondering who this mystery man really is. It's almost certain, as with most adaptations, that the original will be a better film. But I have not seen it, so the comparison will not be made here. The Ritchie and Statham team-up is an attractive lure given their history. Ritchie and Statham first broke through with Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels in 1998, and then they continued their collaboration in Snatch in 2000 and Revolver 2005. But they haven't worked together for over 16 years, so Wrath of Man seems like the perfect collaboration. Ritchie's crime revenge thriller hits all familiar plot points for this type of movie, but the first portion is part mystery as he builds up to a reveal. This is actually what makes the first half of the movie very compelling. Wrath of Man opens with the heist of a cash truck from one perspective only, the back of the armored truck, as the thieves break in and the guards are forced out. You don't see any faces, or you don't get any much information except that these robbers are a highly skilled crew. Then we meet H, the new employee of Fortico Securities, the armored truck company that got hit. We learn the fate of the faceless guards who lost their lives in the earlier scene. H pretends to be a semi-skilled shooter during his weapons training. That is, until his armored truck falls under attack from another robbery attempt and he takes out the culprits with marksman-level precision. H is not your average security guard, but we already knew that.
Leave this to me.
Ritchie's latest crime thriller is not presented in a linear fashion. The movie returns to the opening events from different perspectives to reveal how everyone fits into the puzzle. Ritchie plays with the time frame with flashbacks to explain H's motivation, as well as to introduce the heist crew. Slowly, the viewer gets answers to H's past and the reason he's out for vengeance.
And I do bear a grudge.
Some of the flashbacks seem unnecessary. We learn extraneous details about Statham's character and his connections to the criminal underworld. We get the idea he's a menacing figure right away, so we don't need that extra information. The antagonists of Wrath of Man are sort of one-dimensional caricatures. Their motivation behind the heist are your typical go-to reasons for a crime thriller. We meet them halfway through the film and learn everything we need to know about these men in a single scene. There's nothing inventive here, folks. At least this crew is a diverse bunch played by Jeffrey Donovan, Las Alonso, best known for The Boys, Raul Castillo, among others. In this type of crew, there's always a loose cannon, and that role went to Scott Eastwood, but unfortunately, he doesn't seem to be a worthy adversary against Statham's skills. He's rather bland as the a-hole of the group. There's not much character development, so you don't really get to know much about his peers like Josh Hartnett and Holt McCallany, although you can probably guess a few things just by their actions. And don't expect a large role for Post Malone, it's more of a cameo. Now we know Guy Ritchie loves to gravitate to crime thrillers, like his last film, The Gentleman, Rock'n'Rolla, Snatch, and Sherlock Holmes. His latest, however, feels different. His pacing and signature style is missing from this effort. And that's not a bad thing. Some of his past work feels overdone and frenetic. Here the shots are straightforward and he lets the camera linger on his characters. However, there is an extreme close-up moment of Eastwood's squinting eyes that feels like a wink to Dad's spaghetti western days. The first half of Wrath of Man unfolds in a unique way, but the third act feels like a recycled heist movie. All the tricks of the trade are employed here, but the action is exciting enough to keep your eyes glued to the screen with the climactic shootout. Set in Los Angeles, Ritchie doesn't make good use of the city. Although there are beautiful sweeping views of Los Angeles and in background shots, the City of Angels doesn't become a character like in movies such as Heat and Collateral, both directed by Michael Mann. Wrath of Man delivers the goods on the action and intensity, and you get exactly what you expect from a Statham and Ritchie team-up. Statham with his brooding, badass self is nothing new, yet we always want more, and he delivers here once again. Wrath of Man is now currently in theaters, and it's the perfect movie to catch on the big screen.